Moneymane and the thing of a T and playing no games. Should already know my name when I speak in CC Flame. Got my YouTube poppin', man. Like, subscribing, everything in between. You already know. Moneymane. You already know.
Yeah. He won 2 in college, but now
don't call me 2 no more. Call me 12.
Don't
call me 2 no more.
Left that 2 in the past. New number, new lane. Got the dog pound behind me and gold in my chain. Number 12 like Brady, but I'm still me. Pressure built different when you born to lead. Pocket calm like snow in December. Now I'm in the land, make the city remember. Ain't no clone, this a brand new script. Came from the 2, now I'm flipping the script. Oh, don't call me 2, call me 12. Old jersey, new era. Welcome to the land. Number change, but the mission don't fade. AP watch and the ice still sway. From Buddha to Browns, levels to this whole digit, same dog. I'm built for the blitz.
12 in the field. Yes, sir. QB1 vibe.
Dash 2 was the spark. Dash 12 is the storm. I'm past the comparisons, now I perform. No more debates, no more doubt. They gon' feel me when I air it out. Same soul, New Jersey stitch. Legacy earned, never switched. Ain't just a number, it's a chapter flip. Now the league gotta deal with this. Don't call me 2, call me 12. Whole jersey, new era. Welcome to the land. Number change, but the mission don't fade. AP watching, the ice still sway. From Buddha to Browns, levels to this whole digit, same dog. I'm built for the blitz.
Drops a number, it's a statement. It's not about where I was, it's about where I'm going. Yeah.
Now it's game time, chains on stealth. Whole league watching number 12. Cleveland cold, but the wrist still melt. Don't call me
Going on.
I'm 12
We back.
myself.
Appreciate y'all for the one that came this morning, man. We back in that thing, and y'all can see. As y'all can see, it's true. It's true. I don't think that. I think he really hurt. Now, I don't think it's that bad, but I think he really hurt. Cause we looking at the clip right here. You not doing that if you ain't really hurt. Now it's different be having an injury and being hurt. Hurt, you can still play. Injury, then you can't play at all. But in this case, they taking delicate. You know what I'm saying? They being real cautious. For the first time, I think the Browns, not saying it's Kevin or none of them, it's more of the athletic trainers that's out there. They doing their job, being extra careful with these players that's getting hurt. You know, Kenny Pickett, Dillon Gabriel, now Shedeur. And I don't know if it's the lack of reps and then going out there and exerting so much energy. Because that's what happened to me when I pulled my hamstring. It was the lack of not running fast or running full speed, and then you trying to run full speed when you ain't been doing it in a long time. That's what I'm talking about. So he ain't been getting the same amount of reps and you know, that he usually normally get, and then he go out there and play a full NFL game and getting hit and all that. And you know, your body got adrenaline while you playing, so you don't feel a lot of that stuff when you in the game with it. But after the game, when you done calm down, your body, you know, calm down, you can feel a lot of them aches, pains, them little bitty scratches and them be the ones when you get in the shower, boy, I tell you, and you ain't know you had got scratched. Oh my goodness. He still might play, but right now they saying it's a big question mark because if they saying he out tomorrow at practice, but that's what I'm saying. He exerted himself because of the situation, but he ain't getting that many reps to get his body back to that playing point. And so when you exerting yourself and you ain't used to it like you normally would, then that's how you hurt yourself. But and then I even read it's a possibility they might sign a 7th quarterback. I was like, oh my goodness, bro. What are they doing? I get it because everybody hurt. But come on. The camera wasn't allowed for the team, the practice, like the 7-on-7 and the team stuff. But they do got a little clips. But I don't think the camera was out there for that team stuff. Because Cleveland Brown did put up some clips. But I don't think it was out there fully for the team stuff. Because, supposedly you don't want to show your opponent none of that stuff. But, man, look here. When you 3-14, it don't matter what the opponent see. It don't matter what the opponent see. A.J. Brown ain't practicing. But this a real big blow for Shedeur right now. It's a real big blow right now because you still in the quarterback competition, supposedly. You still in the quarterback competition. And that momentum he had, then, everybody anticipating him to play in this game against the Eagles and want to see him play. Like I said, it's still a possibility. We don't know how severe the strain is. They ain't getting no grade 1, 2, or 3 on it. But if it's enough to keep him out tomorrow, I know it's close, especially if he did it today. But playing in the game, I don't know. Even though it is Saturday, I don't know what all they could do for as ice compression and, round-the-clock treatment. I don't know what else they could do to get him prepared to play, if that is the possibility. But I'm pretty sure he want to play. And a lot of people want to see him play, and he need to play just to make his case. Because right now, if he out, they put Kenny Pickett back in the picture. Just because Shedeur out, now he can't leapfrog Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel like he's supposed to, because he hurt. But yeah, second time being hurt during training camp. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like his body used to a lot of reps and doing a lot of stuff. And so when you done slow down and then you're not getting the same amount of reps or repetition of that act, and then you go try to exert full tilt to where you can, where your body know you can go to. Get what I'm saying? I'm trying to explain the best way I can. Where your body used to it, and you done slow down, and then you try to jump from here back to a full tilt. That's how you get hurt. That's how I pull my hamstring. Cause you ain't ran full speed in a long time, and then you go out there try to run full speed, then boom, your body ain't built up to it. Whole clip with the Eagle practice. What you mean? The vinegar, Epsom salt, and soap. Yeah, but I mean, they got all that in their facility. You'll be amazed. I don't know if y'all that well off and seen the training room for Colorado, and Colorado training room ain't even nothing compared to some of these, like, I know Alabama done upgraded it since I've been. When I went to University of Alabama, so my goodness, they had the hot and cold tub in the locker room. They had 2 pools, like they were just real long, but they had the hot and cold tub in the locker room. So them boys, they come from practice, they can jump straight in the hot tub or the cold tub and just sit in there and relax their body and start recovering. And then in the training room, they got 2 more pools. They look like a big spa though, you know, the spa pool type, but they in the ground, so you get to step down in it, and it's in hot and it's a cold tub. And then some of them even got treadmills at the bottom to help them boys recover, so they'll be running in the water, you know, take the pressure off the joint for recovery. And it's different, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure the Browns got the top tier recovery stuff. I'm pretty sure they got that. But that's the next thing I was talking about. 420. Dillon Gabriel. Ain't no excuse, bro. Ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuse, Dillon Gabriel. Ain't no excuse. You about to get all the reps you can handle. And if you ain't gonna get them, Tyler Huntley about to get them. And I'm gonna be honest, this a prime opportunity for Tyler Huntley. I know he just got here last week. He been on the team 1 week, but this a prime opportunity for Tyler Huntley. And I ain't talking about for the Browns to get on the team for the Browns. I'm talking about for this man to continue his NFL career by putting tape, getting some good film, good tape that he can put out there for another team that might want him as a backup or a third string quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But Dillon Gabriel, bro, ain't no excuse now. You ain't got the pressure of Shedeur coming in. You still got the pressure of you got to live up to what Shedeur did, but you ain't got to worry about him coming in behind you and then showing you up. But he already done showed you up because he went first. But you got to match that. You got to match that. You ain't got to match what he could have done or he still could do if he played. Because we don't know if he completely out of the game or not. But they saying he definitely out of practice. Well, we'll still wait and see on that. But Saturday, Dillon Gabriel, if you don't take advantage of your opportunity, bro, you're done. You're done, bro. Look, yeah, I seen that. I ain't know when they had got him on that cart. When Jalen Hurts had picked him up on that cart. Look, all I'm saying, yeah, he was getting hit. They're part of the game, but you know, I don't know if it was already type injured after the game. You know, did he feel something after the game? It didn't look like it, but you don't never know. Yeah, he'll be fine, but you know they're gonna take an extra precaution, especially with all the injuries they got. They don't want. Well, it looked like they just released Luke for good, so he might have tore his whole hamstring, like tore it. God, I forgot where I read it. I was looking at it on my laptop. And man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But that's what I think was happening. Here it is right here. And I hate to see it, man. I think, bro, you know, I like the underdog story. The Brown wave Luke from injury reserve, which is a step towards eventually Luke back to the practice squad during the season when he returns to help. Flory was waived injured Monday after he suffered a hamstring, and last Friday's preseason opens. So, all right, so see, when I read it the first time, they ain't say none of this. They ain't say none of that. But I figured they were gonna try to get him on the practice squad. I figured they'd try to get him on the practice squad, but he won't practice tomorrow and unlikely to play Saturday. Shedeur. So, if hopefully he can play Saturday, that means it wasn't that bad as far as the strain, but who knows? Because you ain't never going to get a strain out from the Browns. Because when they put that out, we were live earlier this morning. I thought they were lying. I really thought they were lying because, it wasn't no clip. They don't never say nothing. They could have been reported that, what was going on, but ain't no telling, man. But like I said, I had to see it with my own 2 eyes, or Shedeur had to tell me himself, and I think he did with this video.
Like he's unlikely. Listen,
Ross, were you disappointed you didn't get to see Shedeur play today?
Yes, very. And I'm even more disappointed that he might not play on Saturday. I mean, it sounds like he's unlikely. Listen, I'm in the ratings business, bro. Okay? I want Shedeur to play every snap of the game. I want Shedeur to play every snap of every game. I don't know if you guys saw, but I'm calling the Week 2 game Browns at Ravens for CBS. Last year, I was your guys' lucky charm when the Browns beat the Ravens in Cleveland. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that'll happen again. But Week 2, I just don't think that's going to happen. I think, no matter how they perform, my guess is Flacco will still be starting. If there was any chance for Shedeur, you would think that he would have needed to play a ton in this next preseason game again and play really well again. Because that's one of those things where, like, if they played him for 50 snaps again against the Eagles and he lit up the Eagles, at some point, the buzz becomes so much that the team, needs to really consider their options. I know they start off with a really tough schedule, but we've talked about it before. It's a fascinating dynamic because I don't think anybody really thinks the Browns are going to be that good. So, if that's the case, how long do you start a 40-year-old quarterback? I don't know the answer to that, but I'm sure that's a conversation that the Browns are having internally.
They got to get back healthy. And I mainly mean Shedeur. That's what I mean. Shedeur mainly. But I ain't trying to show none of that. I don't even know why they're coming up like that.
Live in Philly, saying that the Browns, we did get word, our Browns analyst Tony Grossi, who is live in Philly, saying that the Browns say Shedeur was held out with an oblique injury suffered early in practice. I was a little guilty of it, scratching my head, freaking out that Tyler Huntley was getting reps over Shedeur Sanders, but then we quickly realized, wait a second. Both Riz and I came to the realization, hold on. He has to be hurt. We said maybe some arm soreness again, like he had a week or so ago. Oblique injury. We're waiting on any more information on how long that he could be held out, but that's what we have for now.
That's the same thing I said when I seen Tyler Huntley getting them reps. I said clearly, I said, they better tell me Shedeur hurt. If y'all were here, y'all heard me say that. I said, they better tell me Shedeur is hurt. And that's exactly what they did. They probably ain't working out correctly. I don't know what they doing. They need to go fix. They are strength and conditioning coach. They might need to get a new one. Yeah, I hope he can play. But like I say, they might just be on the side of caution and hold him out. But it ain't no excuse now, Dillon Gabriel. It definitely ain't no excuse now. It is not. No excuse.
His college tape more. But my question would be, what has Dillon Gabriel done? And you guys tell me, other than be drafted 2 rounds higher. So clearly the team liked his college tape more. But has Dillon Gabriel been more impressive than Shedeur? has Dillon Gabriel done more to merit him being second in that pecking order? Because, you know, maybe things are reversed from last week against Carolina, but I guess my thought was, you know, this is an opportunity for Shedeur to kind of be second on the pecking order. And then if he's second on the pecking order and they have Flacco start 2, 3, 4 games, well, if Shedeur goes out there and starts playing well, I mean, they're not gonna sit him. They can't sit him. So then he would have an opportunity to start 10 plus games and really state his case. My question would be, what has Dillon Gabriel done? And you guys tell me, other than be drafted 2 rounds higher. So clearly the team liked his college tape more. But has Dillon Gabriel been more impressive than Shedeur? Has Dillon Gabriel done more to merit him being second in that pecking order? Because, you know, maybe things are reversed from last week against Carolina, but I guess my thought was, you know, this is an opportunity for Shedeur to kind of be second on the pecking order. And then if he's second on the pecking order and they have Flacco start 2, 3, 4 games, well, if Shedeur goes out there and starts playing well, I mean, they're not gonna sit him. They can't sit him. So then he would have an opportunity to start 10 plus games and really state his case.
Man, look at him. Oh man, bro. I figured he would hurt though. I figured he would hurt. This, you know, like I say, these be the worst timing. The worst timing of this type stuff. What that Dillon Gabriel press conference, I seen it. I ain't listened to it though. I seen it. Maybe I just went past it. Yep.
Sure, it was good work. A little sloppy offensively.
Say that again.
Was it a little sloppy offensively for Browns today? Did you think?
Yeah, I think always there's things you'll take away from practice that you want to clean up and get better from. But that's with everything. Any practice, game, walkthroughs. There's good, there's bad, and there's things that you want to improve on.
So, Dillon, there's been obviously a new development today with the team telling us that Shedeur suffered an oblique injury early on in throwing drills. And I'm not sure what you know, but it looks now like you're probably going to get the start on Saturday.
Yep.
And so can you just talk about the opportunity that presents for you?
I have no clue what's going to happen. I'm just right where my feet are, but time will tell, and we'll see what happens. But it's up to the coaches, and you know we got a lot of time up to that point.
And if you do get the start, what are you looking to show? You've been out for a little bit with your own hamstring.
Yep.
How frustrating has that been, and what are you looking to show if you do get out there?
Yeah, no frustration, just things that you got to get better from, you know, and things that you got to attack. You know, there's times where you're trying to get better and things don't go your way in that way, but it's just daily work to try and get back. And I try to just stay in the moment. I'll look forward to that moment once it comes and be right where my feet are. But, you know, I've known the best competitors have been be present and be themselves by competing at a high level, just one play at a time. So we'll see.
100% now?
We'll know here soon.
Have you ever dealt with a hamstring injury or another soft tissue injury like when you were in college or anything? Yeah,
occasionally. I think when you're competing for a long time, there's times within, you know, the college periods, whether it's training or whatever it may be, where you have some time away and then you get right back. So it's just working through that process.
Just based on how you felt out there today, do you feel like if Kevin says, hey, we want to throw you out there to start this game, do you feel physically like you'll be up for that?
I don't know if I can answer that question, but I will say I do feel better from day one, and it's just been a good progression. So you just want to keep stacking it that way and keep feeling better. So I want to continue that trend.
What was the frustration like, you know, while you're kind of having to wait, kind of.
There was no frustration, but keep going. Sorry.
No, I mean, I mean, you've talked a lot about mental reps, and,
Yeah.
Stealing reps and everything
Yep.
like that. When you're injured, you at least were out there and kind of watch the play, in real time. How much did that help you kind of not fall too far behind?
Yeah, I think for many people in any situation, you either look at things as a threat or an opportunity, and an emotionally healthy mind always sees it as opportunity. And for me, I just continue to try and be in that mental mindset and headspace. And every day is an opportunity. When you wake up, you can get better, or just coast. And for me, I'm always trying to get better. Mental reps, whatever it may be, even in the training room, right, or in the weight room, there's things that you can get better at. So that's what I'm focused on. And because I have that good headspace, I'm just always focused on that every single day.
How much do you feel for Shedeur that he comes here for these important practices?
Yeah, it's the worst part about football is injuries. So
Do you feel at this stage of preseason this is a critical week for you? Where you
every
up in the pecking order?
every day is critical, though. So you probably ask me that next week and the following. Every single day is critical, and you have to approach it every single day like that because it's all you got, right? And you're only as good as your last outing. So yes, every day, everything's critical, everything's important, and it's got to be that way when you're playing against a high-level team every single week.
Do you guys feel like you are going to have a resolve, like when you get together as an offense tonight, a resolve to come back and play cleaner ball tomorrow and hang on to it better and all of that?
Yeah, it's always our approach. You don't go into a practice thinking, hey, let's just give, you know what I mean? There's a way in which you want to practice, but you got to go do it. That's the end. It's got to translate from the class to the field, and you got to approach it a certain way because there's small details that could be the difference, and you don't know what will add up to be the difference in winning or losing.
Talked to Cage on Monday. Obviously, I think you, Shedeur, everybody's kind of built a pretty good chemistry. He's had a really solid camp. Just what's it been like to watch him sort of as an undrafted rookie sort of develop, grow, and put something?
Extremely competitive. I think he approaches every single day a certain way, and you can feel that as a quarterback, and you appreciate it. And you also want to get the ball to him because he's going to make a play if there's a certain alert or a time where you can maximize his ability. And I think he's just been very consistent, and that's what you need in a guy like him. And he's done that every single day.
Good. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, I know everybody got their own personality, but it's a different vibe, different feel, no energy. I'm just saying, like, Dillon, he get up there. I mean, he get up there so bland, Shedeur up there be smiling, all energetic. But I mean, that's his style. But come on, Mary Kay, it ain't no need to ask about Shedeur. They're just being picky now, cause they don't fool with each other. You already know they don't fool with each other like that. Yeah, that's probably why Kevin like him. But to add that man about Shedeur, he don't fool. He wouldn't even over there and congratulate him. Like, come on now. At least not on camera what we seen. Why would you add that man? She infatuated. I'm telling you. Like, she did probably the most money she ever done made. And we ain't even started the full season yet. I'm telling you. Like, I don't get it, bro. There was no need to add that man about Shedeur. Let's see what that clip is right up. It's supposed to be no camera, but I don't know what that's what they said. I don't care how old she is. I don't care how old she is. And we don't need to add that man about Shedeur. Cause when Shedeur up there, you don't add about Dillon Gabriel. They don't ask no question. They don't ask Shedeur about Dillon Gabriel. They ask Shedeur about Dion, himself, and whatever going on. Why you ain't starting? Why you ain't getting first team reps? Ridiculous, man. But that's the way the game go, though. People get hurt. I mean, I get it. But the timing of it just all bad. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the timing of it just all bad. But it ain't, we don't know if he's gonna play or not. They ain't confirmed he out. They looking like they confirming he out for the practice, but he not out for the game. And the reason, I know somebody said something about how Flacco, the oldest player, he the most healthy, because he not getting that many reps. He not getting that many reps. So, I mean, during the season, he might get injured. He ain't been exerting himself like that. Jalen Hurts and Shedeur Sanders had a lengthy conversation after practice, and Hurts gave Sanders a golf cart ride back to the locker room. Hurts, I'll keep the conversation intimate. We had a very lengthy conversation. He came to me and just wanted to talk. I'm always there, giving my perspective on what I see and how I've gone about things. Ultimately, it takes a great deal of patience and hard work and a sense of resiliency. You got to want it. You got to want it. I'm supporting him from where I am and wishing him nothing but the best with his opportunities. I know they had a little clip somewhere. Somebody had a little clip somewhere. Here it is right here.
Very lengthy conversation. Yeah, I keep the conversation intimate. We had a very lengthy conversation. He came to me and just, wanted to talk. And I'm always there, as said earlier, of giving my perspective on what I see and how I've gone about things. And ultimately, it takes a great deal of patience and hard work and a sense of resilience. You got to want it. You got to want it. And so I'm supporting him from where I am and wishing him nothing but the best with his opportunities. Yeah,
man, I remember when I seen dude. I seen Jalen Hurts fresh out of high school, man. That's crazy. I bet he is wondering what the conversation about. I can probably tell you what it was about. Shedeur want to know, hey, bro, how can I get over here? Nah, I'm just joking. Nah, it ain't that. It probably will, how you deal with certain stuff. Or he probably just wanted to talk about something else, but he probably was trying to pick his brain. Why? I don't know why you thought that was AI. I don't know why. But no, let me tell you my story right quick. So I was out there in Alabama with my cousin. My cousin, he played at University of Alabama. So we was in the training room. He was getting treatment, whatever, from the trainer. Then here come that dude with dreads. Dude walking there with dreads, and he sit on the back of the on the other side of the training table. There was like a wall in the middle with the training tables up against it. So I'm looking at him, and then I ain't know who he was at the time. And then here come Blake Sims. I don't know if y'all remember Blake Sims, quarterback, you play at Alabama. But he came in there and he started talking to him. He like, yo, what's up, Jalen? Hey, when you're free, whenever, man, you come over to the crib, play the game, whatever. Blake Sims telling Jalen Hurts right here, a freshman, he ain't even graduated high school yet. He was out there for the spring practice helping the team get ready for their bowl game. Cause I think that when they were playing Deshaun Watson, they were playing Clemson. I think for the national championship, they were playing Clemson, and Deshaun Watson was the Clemson quarterback, and they were using Jalen Hurts as like Deshaun Watson for a running, like playing against a running quarterback. But he ain't even graduated high school yet. He was out there for the spring. That man was crazy. That was the first time I seen him. But I mean, he didn't say exactly what they talked about. Well, I'm pretty sure it got a little personal for what Shedeur going through and what his comments from what he's seeing, like he said, he observed. Yeah, he did go through some stuff. Yup. Especially, I mean, Alabama, Tua came in there. Tua came in there, won that national championship. That's all he wrote. Even though he came in there and won the SEC championship. The year after that, I think. I can't remember. Either way, Tua came in there and took his job. I know that. Yeah, you got to stand on Dillon Gabriel now. Yeah, hey, you better hope he stand up. I tell you that. You better hope he stand up. Because now it's like, it is right here. 6 for 19. I ain't seen no improvement from Dillon Gabriel. None. If anything, I seen worse. If anything, Dillon Gabriel been getting worse. I don't know how y'all been looking at it, but how I've been seeing it, Dillon Gabriel been getting worse. And I don't want them blaming on no hamstring. I don't want them blaming on, he going against the Eagles. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. Because you were on the decline. He was on the decline even before that. 3 for 14. That 31%. He a supercomputer, Mitt Robinson. He ain't overwhelmed. That boy feeling that pressure. He feeling that pressure. Like I told y'all earlier, I said, Shedeur been getting pressured since he came out the womb. You Dillon Prime Sanders' son. One of the greatest athletes or greatest NFL player ever. Not cornerback, not wide receiver. Greatest NFL player ever to play the game. That's a lot of pressure on a baby boy, let alone he had 5 kids. There, you leave DeAndre and Shalimar out of there because they female. But as the son to try to live up to what your dad name is, that's a lot of pressure. And I don't even want to think how Junior was feeling, and because he named after him. How you think Junior felt when he didn't make it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to know what went through his head. Or maybe he didn't aspire to make it to the NFL. Maybe he did. I don't know. I ain't never heard him tell that story. I ain't never seen it or found it to watch it. But I'm curious to know. Like, did he have aspirations to go to the NFL and be like his dad, or, try to make it? I can't tell you that. All I know, he played at SMU and all that, but he ain't make it. And his name Deion Jr., Dillon Sanders Jr. Just think about that. You going through school, you know that's your dad, and you got his name, just like Bronny. What Bronny going through with LeBron. Like, even though, you can call it whatever it is. Bronny good. I watched Bronny in high school. Bronny good. I'm diverging right quick. They make my point. But Bronny good. He just had that cardiac arrest that messed him up for a year. And set him back on track. But LeBron, like, I would do the same thing. Like, I don't care what you call it. Yeah, he did say he hated his name. I remember him saying that. Cause he did what he said. He used to call. He used to tell. He wouldn't tell people his name. He'll tell them like a nickname or something. That's what they gonna do. They doing that to Bronny now. But you two different people. You two different people. Now, some instance, like Steph Curry, you might get the son better than the dad. Ken Griffey Jr., that might be the ultimate equal. Like your dad and the son was good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes it happen like that. Or the brother don't get as good as the older brother or the younger brother. Like it is like that. Everybody different. Everybody like different. Appreciate the 1983 made. Dillon can't blame injury when he did not miss one practice and was at practice in Carolina jumping up and down on his fence. Don't say hurt to me. No, but I really think Dillon Gabriel wasn't hurt as bad as they were saying, but I think they were being way over cautious. That's why I'm thinking Shedeur not gonna play Saturday, because the way they did Dillon Gabriel and Kenny Pickett. But yeah, Barry Bonds Jr. and Senior, yup, them too. But you know what I'm saying? So living up to your dad name, your Hall of Famer dad name, that's hard. That's already pressure. So that's why I said Shedeur done been under pressure since he came out the womb. Dillon Gabriel just now feeling pressure. Like he probably had some games where he played where he was under pressure, but it ain't like that pressure. Like, bro, this is your career. Like, believe it or not, this is your career on the line. Literally. Right now, as a rookie, your career is on the line because now you got drafted before somebody that was projected to be a first-round pick that failed, that got colluded against. Now you gotta live up to the justification of them drafting you in the third round. The Cleveland Browns giving you first team reps. The Cleveland Browns throwing you to float. Or they ain't even throwing you to float. They giving you the whole boat to go out there and fish and don't drown. And you getting handed it and you ain't even did nothing. So now you got to go out there and prove yourself right, just like Shedeur be saying, prove the coaching staff right, and prove everybody they're going to be watching the game right, that you've been deserving of what you've been getting. Now what's going to happen is, hopefully he play good for his own sake. I ain't talking about because I want him to beat out Shedeur or none of that. For his own sake. I don't know if y'all was here when I was talking about the draft and all them players got drafted before Shedeur in the draft. I said, I hope every last one of them quarterbacks do good, because if they don't, because I already know what 12 are going to do. I already know what Shedeur going to do when he get in there. And y'all seen the taste of it. So Tyler Show, Jackson Dart, Cam Ward, Dillon Gabriel, Jalen Miro, all them, y'all better do way better than what Shedeur gonna do. Because I'm telling you, we gonna look back on this thing 5 years from now, and we gonna be like, dang, bro. You remember Cleveland drafted Dillon Gabriel before Shedeur? Now Dillon Gabriel ain't even in the league, or he just a third string backup somewhere, or he done went to the coaching. He even went to start coaching already, because he a supercomputer. Get you a clipboard and a marker. Get you a clipboard and a marker. Dang, well, y'all know Cam Ward down there. He ain't had a winning season yet down there in Tennessee. And he got picked number 1 overall. They might have well picked Shedeur. You see what he doing? These are the conversations we going to end up having 5 years from now. Now, hopefully y'all stick with me through this journey of Shedeur. And we going to see what it materializes to be, if he's still on the Browns or not. Hopefully he's not. But if he is, he should be QB1 by then. For sure. And I'm thinking Kevin and Andrew Barrett going out of this year, especially if they have a losing season. But yeah, Jalen Miro, I don't even know why he accepted going to the draft. I don't even know why they accepted. I don't know who else coming. They were talking about they might sign another one. So they had 7 quarterbacks on the roster. Where you see Jerry Judy say that at Robert? Yeah, that where prime equity came from, that second contract. I said by that second contract, Shedeur should be the QB1 and should be done accomplished some things to get that leverage to have prime equity in his contract. I know somebody, speaking of that, somebody had sent me a video, emailed me a video, and I was looking at it. And then I caught something I ain't caught before. When folk be talking about prime equity, I'm like, did y'all hear that they didn't have an agent? When Shiloh said we didn't have an agent, Dad was our agent. So how in the world they keep saying Shedeur agent negotiated prime equity in his contract if he didn't have an agent? I just thought that was real curious. Since that came from the mock press release. But like I said, if y'all ain't in the membership, I need y'all to join the membership right now, because I got a special live stream coming Friday night just for members only. And then joining the membership, you also get a chance, you get entered to win a Shedeur Sanders jersey. We already done gave one away, 420 in here. Already done gave a Shedeur Sanders jersey away. We done gave some t-shirts away. 2 little boys, Miss Robinson little boy, they done reaped the benefit of blessings over here on Moneymane Ualreadykno channel. And they done got they Shedeur Sanders jersey. Hopefully they be throwing the wrist up every time. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it Saturday because he might not play, but hopefully they have it on. I appreciate them. Yeah, he would. He probably be real good on TV. From Monday. All right, I'll look for it. Prime time. And not be bland fact. I'll tell you. Oh no. It's like it's like I'm getting tired. I ain't gonna work out this morning. Got up late. Then by the time I started playing the game for a minute, just relax. And then by the time I looked at the clock, they talking about Shedeur on the field. I was like, dang, they about to start practice. Cause I ain't know what time it was. But yo, man. There's Shedeur got way more pressure. And Dillon Gabriel ain't never had to deal with the pressure. He ain't never had to deal with the pressure. Not in the way Shedeur had to deal with it. And then having the camera in your face since you was a baby too. Like it was, cause Dillon had that show. Dillon had that Dillon family playbook or something like that. And then it's like, bro, like, come on now. I'm just looking right here. Ohio State, the game he lost. 41 attempts, 29 yards. 299, can y'all see that? 299 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. 70.7% completion percentage. How many times he got sacked? He got sacked 8 times. That's the most he ever done been sacked. Especially this year. And this was at Oregon. It was at Oregon. Yeah, he got sacked 8 times. Oregon, Ohio State was getting after him. I mean, that's why they won that championship too, though. But they were getting after him. but 3,857 yards, 30 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. But you had a run game, though. Because he can play as long as he wanted to. 3 years at UCF, 2 at Oklahoma, and 1 at Oregon. But what else can you say? You ain't been in that pressure like that. As far as the situations you walked into. Let me go 22. 2022. What it is? This Oklahoma, ain't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They won 6 games. Then the next year, Oklahoma, you in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They won 10 games. And then last year, you going undefeated up until you lag the college football playoff. I can't see what y'all saying. Hold on. He ain't got that protection no more. Yeah, he turned 25. Yup. That's why you gotta look at them numbers. He only got sacked 21 times the whole year. Shedeur got sacked 42 times. And 50-something before the year before that. Shedeur player, I don't even know. I ain't even gonna put no percentage on it. Everybody say this year draft class wasn't that great, but they sure did get drafted. If they weren't that great, you shouldn't have drafted nobody then. That's how I'm thinking, coach. That's just how I'm thinking. Dillon is lazy. Why you say that? It's gonna be real interesting if he get hit. But if they put him out there with the first team offensive line, with the first team receivers, come on now. McKinley said 23. You meant 12? Oh my God. Yeah, D. I mean, just talking this should do a period is huge. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dillon Gabriel ain't won nothing. Don't tell me Shedeur ain't won nothing. Dillon Gabriel ain't won. Well, he did win that bowl game right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He won that bowl game against Marshall at UCF. Other than that was his freshman year too. He didn't win nothing since. Then he got hurt. Or got benched, one of them. Lost there. I don't know what it was. It didn't look like they ain't going to no bowl game though. Did they get suspended or something? He won Big Ten championship game, but that's about it. Man, I think he's gonna throw about 2 interceptions. what I'm feeling, man, Rob. No, I don't remember $1 million. It'd be 1,000 things, 3,000 things going through my head. He probably gonna be out there with the ones. That's what I'm thinking. But they could put him out there with the twos. They got to make it foul, man. Well, they probably gonna. I think they're gonna play him all the way up until the third quarter, just like they did Shedeur, and then they're gonna put Huntley in. Hopefully, they don't take him out because they're gonna want him to do as much as possible to match or do better than what Shedeur did. That's what I'm thinking. They're gonna try everything possible to let him match or do better than Shedeur.
It's kind of remarkable how little he looks out there. But it seemed like a lot of bootlegs and a lot of bootlegs where nobody was really open, and he just kind of had to throw it away. It's kind of remarkable how little he looks out there, by the way. But I guess we kind of knew that, but.
You can't tell. They're going to go with the same rhetoric they've been going for the entire time. You don't see what's going on behind closed doors. You can't tell with the computer processing ability that Dillon Gabriel has the way that we can. Like they went to the things that we haven't been able to see and haven't been able to tell, and so they'll spin it whatever way they want to. And in that 6 weeks, they'll make the suggestion that Shedeur Sanders just wasn't ready to play football games, and Dillon Gabriel was. The problem with the scenario is that if you got 11 games by the time Joe Flacco's done with the first 6, there's not enough games to be able to judge both of those guys on what their prospects are for the future.
It's not all their fault. The injuries are real, but this thing has been wonky and prone to a little bit of bias in a way that I think has then brought out the counter bias by fans, because I think there's a lot of people saying, I don't trust how you're doing this. This doesn't feel legit. That's the one thing it needed to feel.
They're going to go with the same rhetoric.
And I never feel legit.
They've been going for the entire time. You don't see.
That sounded so fake the way they were talking.
On the Shedeur Sanders oblique, we do have an update on the Shedeur Sanders oblique injury here. Mary Kay Cabot just tweeting out, further medical testing revealed an oblique strain. He's day-to-day, won't practice Thursday versus the Eagles, and unlikely to play in the game on Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know. This kind of felt right. This kind of felt like where this was headed. If after the testing and examination showed that it was actually an oblique strain of sorts, it's hard to then turn around and then play on Saturday. Like, your oblique matters.
We do have an update.
Hey, I got a question. If I started a fantasy football league, would y'all join? Do y'all want a free version or a paid version where you can win like cash at the end if you win the championship? Put W12 in the chat if you want to join my fantasy football league, or put L in the chat if you don't. Look, all I'm gonna say is Dillon Gabriel better show up. What's that? Oblique matter. Only 420. PC. At 2. 3. Patrick. Miss Holder. 4. 5. Lisa. 6. You dope. I don't know if I said that right. Bishop. What is that? 7. Now, what y'all league y'all want? Y'all want a free league where we just have fun, or do y'all want put some money on the line? I'm asking. Never played neither. I might just have to do a free one then. I just set up an ESPN free one. Both? Nah, I ain't gonna do both. I'm only gonna do one. I might just do one. I'll do a free ESPN so it make it even fair for everybody. I don't want people that ain't played. I want them to get a good experience just in case they want to do it again, or if they say, "Oh, this not me," and then I don't want them to put no money in, and then they don't want to keep playing or nothing like that. So I just do free. I just set it up. So what is it? I gotta set it up first. But it be the ESPN Fantasy. It be this app right here. Where that? That blue app. That blue app right there. With the E. It's gonna be that app. ESPN Fantasy. ESPN Fantasy. That's what it's gonna be right there. So when I send out the link, I'll put the link out in the chat or in the description. When I finally get it up, I'll let y'all know when I get it. But then we'll have how it work is you'll have a draft. You'll have a draft, right? So you go in there, create your team name, whatever, and then we'll have a draft one day. And then basically that way you pick your players. You pick your quarterbacks, your running backs, your quarterback. You can get, well, you can pick as many quarterbacks you want, but I suggest pick 2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, and then like 4 receivers, 4 or 5 receivers, a tight end, 2 tight ends, a defense, and a kicker. That's how it works. That's what you got to pick when you draft. And then you got the waiver wire, and you can trade players with somebody else and all that type stuff. You can do that right now. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, if Shedeur ain't playing, I want you just drafting 12. If Shedeur ain't playing, because you're gonna have to get fantasy points. It just ain't about your favorite player or who you like. The fantasy, you actually gotta, that player actually gotta play and put up fantasy points. Because the way they doing Shedeur, he might not play till later on during the season. So if you want to start off good and build a good team, then you learn how to pick the best players that's available when you able to draft. So if y'all want to play and y'all want to do it, I suggest y'all go look at a video on YouTube on here somewhere and kind of learn the ins and outs so you won't be so lost. When I do have live draft, yeah, we could do that. I could definitely do that. That might be it. That might be it. I might have to do that. Y'all smart. Y'all smart. Then you can also practice before the draft start or leading up to you can go in there and practice the draft. So you can map out your strategy or like if you this pick, then somebody might pick your player that you were on it. So now you got to pivot to your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th pick. Yeah, the blue out. Yeah, the ESPN Fantasy. They changed it the way it looked. It used to be green. Now blue. That one right there. Where my finger at? Right there. That one right there where my finger at. Nah, I ain't sent out no link to join my league now. When I send out the link, it's gonna let y'all join the league that I created. But if you go ahead and create an account, then you'll be ready when I send the link. It'll be faster. So you'll just join my league that I created instead of joining, then gotta create the whole account and all that. You be already in there. Yup. We can have some fun. I'll do the free one. I ain't gonna do that. Cause everybody, probably don't want to pay, don't know how to play. And then, but I did last football season, I did win the championship in one I was in, and I won $600. I won $600, and I needed that guy too. I'm talking about when that 600 hit my account, it was right on time too. It was right on time. But yeah, I won $600. It wasn't on ESPN fantasy. It was on the NFL fantasy, and we had to pay to get into that league, and I ended up winning the money because I won the championship. I had drafted a good team too. Sheesh. Then you got to know how to pick up off the free agent, the waiver wire, and all that when you need somebody. I don't know, David, who? The tight end? Oh yeah, you can learn right here. David Njoku. Oh, I'm about to be sleep. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm about to get all right now. Y'all don't see my eye getting low? I need to get some sleep. I've been up here trying to hang out with y'all all night, especially last night. That what made me up. We was in here cracking jokes. Nah, they're gonna be free. Oh, how much was the entry? That I ain't $50. It was $50 in that league. When I won last year, it was $50. And I ain't even had a $50 to enter. My homeboy, he was like, you want to play? I got you. I'll spot you to 50. So he paid me. He paid for me to enter. And I had to give him his money back after I won though. But he paid for me to enter at the time. So I'm like, appreciate you, big dog. And glad I came back. Yeah, I ain't go nowhere. I didn't go where I thought I was gonna go. Because by the time I got there, it would have been over. I would have drove way up there for nothing and would have had to come right back. So I ain't understand. Oh, they definitely. I wish I could stay up there late. I would live stream that thing, but nah, we just gonna go on nightcap and y'all watch it because I'm pretty sure they gonna ask about Shedeur. I'm pretty sure. And why Shedeur ain't even been on nightcap? Y'all admit Robinson, go in there and do your thing and tell and Ocho they need to put Shedeur on the nightcap. They need to have Shedeur himself on nightcap. Y'all better not draft Tua. Tua available, they can get him. I mind you, a Kevin Gates. Everybody say that, but I'm me, Moneymane. You already know. They talking about he injury right now. Who? Everybody talking about it. Everybody want him to play. But yeah, man, last thing, I'm about to close my eyes for real. Last thing, we up 27% on the stream. We up to 43,000 streams, boy. I'm telling you, but this resurgence of prime equity is lovely. I don't know who did it. Maybe because Shedeur played good and everybody started Googling Shedeur and prime equity kept popping up. But I appreciate it. That thing got 30,000 streams. Oh my goodness. One song got 30,000 streams. Man, I ain't want to show y'all that. Oh, it ain't even up. Nightcap. Oh, they on Nightcap already? I thought they went live at 11. He ain't gonna get fired. He know how to answer questions. Yeah, go on Nightcap, do your thing. You know, I don't know what superpower you got. You got people, you able to persuade people to do stuff in a chat. And then you be going out cussing everybody out too. So, you know, just go on there and tell them they need to put Shedeur on Nightcap. New string, I don't even know. Robert, I can't see the analytics far as how much money yet. I can't see that yet. All I can do is see the streams for each song, how many streams for each song, and where, and the demographic. So I got 65, this the last 7 days, 65% male, 35% female, ages 45 to 54. That's my demographic for the last 7 days. But I can do 28 days in all time. And then, like I said, when I say we going global, that's exactly what I mean. We going global. I got United States #1, Canada #2, South Africa 3, Kenya #4, Nigeria #5, Australia 6, Brazil 7, France 8, United Kingdom 9, and Belgium 10. Wow. We all the way in Belgium now. That's the last 7 days where my music been streaming at. Oh, you can watch them many times you want. I appreciate you. Oh, yeah, Ken, I'll send out the link. Yeah, we talked about it, man, Don. Yep. Might have watched that replay, because I'm about to get off. But yeah, the music doing good. YouTube growing like crazy. TikTok growing like crazy. I appreciate y'all. Y'all just don't know. I told y'all, they just created a monster. They just created a monster. Wow. Nigeria is my #2 all time. Nigeria #2, US #1, Nigeria #2, Canada 3, South Africa 4, Brazil 5, India 6. What's Savage at? They be stealing my video, big dog. You know where they from. Australia 7, United Kingdom 8, France 9, and Kenya is 10. Wow. It going global. Yeah, Belgium, that's crazy. They were holding them out. I had no idea, man, Don. That's what we trying to figure out. Australia, yup. Shannon aggravated me. Hey, But yeah, I'm looking at these numbers. Wow. Wow. And what is this? Pay me is up 65% in the last week. Pay me finally get some traction. Wow. Whoo. This boy doing numbers. I got 1,953 streams on Spotify, 4,354 streams on Apple Music, 6,746 streams on YouTube. That's in the last 7 days. Wow. Man, if I can get them views on my videos on YouTube, I'll be straight. I sound like a what? I know it. We gonna see. Hey, but I appreciate y'all for coming. Hit that like button, subscribe and share. Don't forget to join the membership for the special live stream Friday night. You don't want to miss it. Y'all want to be exclusively in here on Moneymane Ualreadykno channel. That's my first membership only live stream that I'm gonna do, and I guarantee y'all don't want to miss it. And y'all, it ain't gonna disappoint. Trust me, it ain't gonna disappoint. Y'all gonna be the first ones to hear it and to see it. So hey, it is what it is. Y'all know what time it is.
Shedeur, they doubted me, but timing was always perfect. This is American football. Started as prime son, now I'm out the shadow. Walk through the fire, now I lead with bravado. Cleveland lights bright, wrists on freeze. QB1 now, got the whole league on its knees. They called it hype, but I called it word. From Boulder to the Browns, had to prove my word. Chains on heavy, but my focus precise. Ice in my veins, gold hard under ice. I'm legendary, written in stone. I came from the two, now I sit on the throne. Ice on my wrist, but I stay in the zone. Got it out the mud, now I built it alone. Legendary, watch me go. Tell me they ain't luck, it's a gift I show. Legendary, watch me go. Tell me they ain't luck, it's a gift I show. Ain't just Dion's boy, I'm the dream redefined. Put my head down, now I'm leading my time. All that talk, let the stats reply. Now I'm throwing flames under Cleveland skies. 12 on my back, but I'm 10 toes down. Flash on the field, still humble in town. AP bus, chain on frost, but my grind stays sharp. I don't care what it costs. Call 'em legendary, written in stone. Came from the two, now I sit on the throne. Ice on my wrist, but I stay in the zone. Got it out the mud, now I build it alone. Yeah. Legendary, watch me go. Terminate, look, it's a gift I show. Legendary, watch me go. Terminate, look, it's a gift I show. This for the ones who said I was just a name. Now every city chanting mine, ain't that insane? This ain't luck, this was written in flames. Legendary ain't made, it's claimed. Legendary like father, like son. But this my run, I'm the chosen one. Cleveland colors, ice on gold. Remember the name, this story's told.